Hello, hello, hello. We are talking about massive marketing mistakes and how to avoid them. I talk a lot about marketing, and lately I've really been looking into corporate marketing versus small business marketing. And I want to talk about the differences and things that we can do to make sure that we are stepping up and doing our very best as small business owners. So, my name is Kara Laws. I am a business educator. I've been a business educator for several years now. I teach new business owners every step in the right order to make sure they're building a solid foundation for their business. A solid business foundation makes you more money, takes you less time, and helps you avoid massive mistakes in your business. Not just marketing mistakes, other mistakes that business owners frequently make all of the time. I help you make sure you're avoiding those. I have a 6-month academy. In this 6-month academy, we talk about branding, loyalty, marketing, online presence, finance, systems, and collaboration. We spend a month on each one of those. What we're going to talk about in this little 10-minute video is we're going to dig in a little bit more to marketing, some of the problems that we have in marketing, and what that looks like for you as a small business, and some things that you can do to make sure that you are stepping up. Now, this class, this 10-minute class, is part of a longer presentation that's a little bit over an hour, and I've slimmed it down. So we have the whole academy, and we talk about marketing for a month, and then we have this big massive marketing mistakes, which is a little over an hour. And then from that, I've taken just this little tiny bit to try to give you something really useful and really helpful to you very, very quickly. So we're going to talk about these 4 different marketing mistakes. I'm going to go over 3 of them really quickly, and then we'll dig into my favorite one as we go. The very, very first marketing mistake that we tend to like to make as small business owners is to not diversify our marketing. That looks like we're getting all of our leads from Facebook. We're getting all of our leads from Instagram. We're getting all of our leads from a networking group. We're getting all of our leads from one specific place. Sometimes we stretch out to a couple different platforms, but a lot of small business owners like to have all of their marketing in one place. You want to make sure you're diversifying. You want to make sure that if something happens to your Facebook account, all of your marketing is not tanked. You're not screwed. You're not drowning because you can't access that because something happens there. We see it all the time when the algorithm changes on social media and they're like, "Oh my gosh, nobody's coming to my page anymore." You want to make sure you're diversifying, and not just diversifying on different social media platforms. What are you using your email marketing? What are you doing for in-person marketing? What are you doing for networking? What are you doing for educational marketing, et cetera, et cetera? So you're diversified, and as you diversify your marketing, you're creating a more sustainable business, a business that can handle the ups and downs that you're not in control of. Okay, the next one is not spending money on marketing. If these big corporations that everybody knows about, if Disney has to spend money on marketing, Disney that we all know and most of us love and gives us all those warm, fuzzy feelings, if they still have to spend money on marketing, why in the world do we think that us as small business owners who nobody knows yet, because of a very small market right now, why do we believe that we shouldn't be spending money on marketing? A lot of business owners will go above and beyond and spend so much time, energy, and mental everything just to not spend the money in marketing. Again, we go into this more in the big presentation. I'm teaching that in the We Meet Wednesdays workshop in a couple of weeks, and a networking event in a couple of weeks, and you can come to that. But just really quickly, I kind of want you to ask yourself, are you willing to invest in your marketing as a small business owner? Are you willing to really dig in and say, you know what, I want to figure out what my return on investment is? If I'm marketing, what is making me money? Am I willing to spend money on marketing? That's not just ads. Are you willing to spend money on brochures, on graphic artists, on social media people, on a marketer to help you, on getting your email sequences set up, all of those things? Are you willing to spend money on your marketing, or are you wasting so much time and energy trying to bootstrap everything? And again, if Disney has to spend money on marketing, if Pepsi has to spend money on marketing, if Rihanna has to spend money on marketing, I don't know where we get off thinking that we don't have to and we can still be massively successful. Make sense? Okay, this is the one that I want to dig into because I love it so, so very much. We, as small business owners, are not advertising early enough. Typically, we start to advertise ourselves and our programs and all of those great things that we're doing in our business weeks before they happen. If we're lucky, it's a couple months before it happens. But I rarely see small business owners that are pushing their business out with a massive runway. We are giving ourselves 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks if we're lucky, to really push out our stuff. We are waiting until everything's perfect and it's 100% ready to go, and missing the build up, missing the excitement, the arch that we can be building if we're marketing early, if we're marketing to create kind of a story, kind of an arch, so that people can get excited and want to be a part of the things that we're doing. I want to talk about Disney. I love Disney. I am 100% a Disney adult. Absolutely. If you don't love Disney, well, first of all, that's sad for you. But also, I just want to talk about their marketing. You definitely can learn a lot from Disney as a genius in some of the things that they do, for sure. So, Disney recently, in the last couple of years, has changed their core product. If you do not have a core product as a small business, you need one. That's a whole other conversation. Disney's current core product is Disney Plus. Disney Plus makes $2 billion a month. $2 billion a month is what they make on Disney Plus. They announced Disney Plus 2 years before it was available for purchase. 2 years. If Disney needed 2 years to ramp up our excitement for Disney Plus, what in the world are we doing thinking that we only need 2 weeks? Or maybe 2 months if we're really, really giving ourselves some good runway, right? Disney announced this and started gathering leads and gathering interested people 2 years before it was available. 2 years they marketed Disney Plus. And even after it launched, they continued to market like crazy. This is what they push out. Even when they have new movies and stuff coming out, at the end of the ad for the movie, it tells you when it's available on Disney Plus. That's crazy. If Disney, with all of the global recognition that it has and global following that it has, if they need to be advertising like that, we need to be doing just as good. We need to be marketing like we actually matter. Disney markets like they matter, not like they're bothering us. They market like they matter. We need to be doing the same thing. How long are you giving yourself between massive events in your business? What does your runway actually look like? Or are you scrambling to push things out and then feeling frustrated because people are not signing up like you wanted, but you missed the whole excitement piece? Okay. This is what I really want you to dig into and think about. If you go to my website, launchedacademy.com, and then /massive mistakes, there is a worksheet for you guys to be able to download so you can kind of start figuring out what this looks like for you and start breaking down what does it look like to have even a 6-month runway, which to start with 6 months runway to launch your products and your next services and whatever you're doing next. Okay. All right. Next, we have not collaborating with intention. A lot of times we do lots of all of these little micro collaborations. We're like, yep, I'll speak on your podcast, but I'm not following through with anything. But I didn't check to see if you do live links with your podcast. I have no idea what your audience is. I don't know how this matches up with me. And we're just doing stuff to be out there. We're just doing things to be a part of something. We need to be collaborating very, very strategically to make sure that all of our collaborations are helping build our business. We're reaching another audience. We're bringing more people in. We are expanding what we're offering, et cetera, et cetera. Really think about what your collaboration looks like and how you need to fix it so that you are maximizing what you could bring in. I want to come back to this really quickly. I want you to make sure you're marketing like you matter in your collaborations, that you are an important piece of that. In you're spending money like you matter. You are taking the time like you matter, and you're really pushing out your marketing like you are an important part of the world instead of like you're afraid or instead of like you're worried that you're going to be bothering somebody. Okay. The next steps for this are to go to the website and download the Massive Mistakes Workbook. Then you're going to identify your next big event and just announce it. and I will see you guys in the next training.